Yeah, buddy. The view up here slaps even at night. I like it. I like it. Man, I'm going to enjoy my 20s. I mean, right now I am enjoying them. There are just a couple of things that I just have to get right. But I'm definitely gonna enjoy my 20s. And something special. I feel like there's something special with my life. There's something God is gonna use me somehow. I have no idea how, but I think the best I could do right now is just prime myself for whatever He has to use me for. I pray for a long life. I pray for a long life. I pray that God blesses me with a long life and that I do good with that life. I'm a blessing unto others. I hope I am. So, what I could do right now is just prime myself. I don't know what God has planned for me, but best things I could do is just prime myself, stay healthy mentally, physically, spiritually, move in a righteous manner, since it is very scarce out here to do that. Do that. I have my fall offs too, but I don't want any buts from now on. No, man, I messed up with this now. I don't want to keep falling into sin intentionally. And, I don't ask for much. I'm not asking for much in this life. Might be from where I look at it, you know. All I want is, you know, uh, a good job, a decent job to look after a family and myself. Make a healthy, functional family. And that, you know. Even if I don't get that, I just want to be peaceful, be content with what I have. I wouldn't mind if I were to live in not a secluded place, but something like that. Just have a wooden shed and a car that takes me to and fro from town. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Well, then, as being a young man, you know, I think young men all over know this, that we have so much unlimited potential. Right now, our lives are not at a fixed point, you know. Not all of us. Some, but not all. The majority of us have our lives ahead of us. We can mold it into whatever we want it to be. I have an idea of how my life should be, but not everything goes according to the plans of men. God will intercede and make it how it fits His plan, and that is the way. But I do think it is important and good that you have a plan and goals. You know, God will just guide you as you're going for those goals. That okay, my son, we don't doing that. Do this instead. Yeah. So we should do that as young folks in South Africa, all over actually. Mm. The life setup that I want is it keeps fluctuating, but I've set it up to after coming back for the military. I'm gonna work there as long as I can up until 30, maybe even up until 35. But I don't want to be working, said for the government that long. I don't want like a business where no, I just want to save up enough money to do something that just, keep me fed and my family fed for the rest of our lives. Say if it was, owning a building with, say, 15 units or something like that, and it was a pretty good, legitimate establishment where people can come and live there, and it gives an income every month that's pretty good for a family. And my job is just that, maintaining that building. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I'm not trying to be a rich billionaire, millionaire in South Africa or anything. I'm not trying to get big. I just want to live a content life. Of course, there are gonna be things that I'm aiming for, but all in all, I don't want money to be a problem with me or with my family. I just want to have enough in savings for problems that may occur, but enough day to day that we to survive. We're not living above our means. Seems like a lot of young folks, a lot of my peers, they're aiming to be, to make a name for themselves, to be big, to be regarded as powerful men and women. Yeah, that's not me. I just want to be a strong, smart, wise, um, a competent man overall in every endeavor. You know, say if I was a video game character, I want to be a straight 7. Looks 7, intelligence 7, strength 7. Well, we know height cannot be 7. uh, you know, have a woman who loves me when I get married. Planning on getting married at 35. I just see it as well befitting for a man. I think that is the moment as a man you enter your prime and things start falling in place. You know, I get the whole building with a woman. You guys are lovers, and then you start building together. But I would rather build everything myself right now, and then between 30 and 35, maybe even 35 to 40. Really, when it comes to men, time is on our side. But when I get to those ages, 35 preferably, look for a wife. She just moves in, you know. She wants to work. Yeah, as long as it's not going to take time from the kids and from myself. I'm going to establish things in a way that I'm home enough, but I'm away from home enough that they miss me, but also they don't miss me too much. And that I keep, the income coming to feed us. I don't want to be home the whole time, but also don't want to be away too much. Same thing with my wife, you know. I want her to, she might have her passions. If her passion is just the family, even better. But if it's jobs and all that, shouldn't be something big that will take your time. Shouldn't be shooting for CEO of something something. If it's an ambitious woman like that, I'm not knocking it down, but if her ambition lies with becoming a businesswoman and all that, no, that will come before family, and I don't want that. So rather I get everything in order. 35, already have a house, a reliable car, Lexus IS 300 HF Sport. Yeah, that one. and have some cash and savings for lobola and weddings and all those things. And then when I find her, it's just simple, not quick, but it's just simple. It's just me picking who fits who fits that role to be married to me. That's how I see it going. But like I said, God might have other plans. But that's how I'm gonna move. That's how I'm gonna move. So in the span of these 15 years, 10 years, 15 years coming since I'm 20, just not make anything that might jeopardize that. You know, if I pass away before that time, if my job on this earth is done before then, at least I'd have something in savings. I have something in savings for my family. Either way, I think it works for me. Yeah, 20s, 30s are gonna be fun. I think they're way more fun when you put less pressure on, especially as a guy. I think that's what's the problem. We put pressure on ourselves when it comes to relationships, especially romantic relationships. I've realized whenever I stopped thinking about that, pursuing that as young as I am, it just made life a lot easier, you know? If I had like 100 rand in my pocket, I could say, oh, some, let me save up some supplements, save up for my next gym membership fee, take myself out for a bit of coffee at McDonald's and a donut, just chill there, do some people watching, things like that. I have very weird hobbies. I enjoy people watching. And it does not reflect with others. I don't think others understand it. You know, just chill there, sip, bite, just chill, watch people pass by, watch people come in and sit in, going about their day. But then when you're in a relationship, when you're chasing relationships, you want to always go out. Hey, let's go out. Hey, let's check out this place. You're always trying to splurge money to spend time with these people. You know, men and women are at a pretty different age. What do you call it? We're at different timelines. We have different timelines. You know, I know none of them are ever gonna listen to this advice, but it's way better if they got married younger. You know, if the age gap was like 10 years, 5 years, 25-year-old and a 30-year-old, just as long as the woman is ready to marry. But the media and the society, the way it's set up, it's pushing for women and men not to get married. You know, people are aiming for more physical things. Yeah, what it is, what it is. Guess we all have our goals, and they're heavily influenced in some way. You just gotta be very smart at understanding which work in your favor and which don't. But that's it, man. You know. Mm. Life is far easier when you take, romantic interest out of the equation, especially for a young man. Just let it come to you, and then you pick whether you want it or not. Chasing it's not the way. Believe me, it's not the way. But some people will never learn. They need to do the mistakes first and then learn afterwards. Yeah, that's it.